just to end the season with a win, getting some momentum going into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to end the season on a positive note, continue to try to keep a little bit of the momentum going, and honestly, we wanted to improve on our last performance. A little bit of a strange game, but I'm happy with the team and the results and the way we tried to play. And again, a little bit of an odd game, but you can't complain about 3 points. And the crowd tonight was fantastic, so I'm looking forward to next Saturday.
Seemed like a little bit of a chippy game tonight. Did you think that maybe there was a little more aggression than is strictly necessary for a game where both teams have already clinched a spot?
Yeah, but it's a rivalry too, so you know these games end up being a little more chippy, a little more physical. And credit to the players, because I didn't think the players lost their head with some interesting decisions that went both ways for both teams. Really hard though for players and coaches to try to figure out what is going to happen next. So I'm being a little cagey, and I'll keep it at that.
Seems like Brian Ownby has really refound his form. He's looking really dangerous down the wings right now. Is that something that you needed to see from him before we're going into the playoffs?
Yeah, it's not that I needed to see it, but I wanted to get him to a position where he was 100%, where he is comfortable, where he is dangerous. So I think from a fitness standpoint, he's there 100%. I guess when he scores the first goal in the playoffs or gets that first assist, then we can say that he's finally back all the way. But really happy for him.
On the whole, is that the performance you want to see out of your team on the cusp of the playoffs?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we get a shutout, we get a victory. We certainly created a ton of chances and felt like we should have scored a couple more, to be fair. But it's a great performance, and anytime you can play a rival like that, and they're a very good team, keep them off the scoreboard and do what you have to do to get a victory. It's what we needed.
Coach, the playoff picture is so all over the place right now, especially in the Eastern Conference. Does it make a difference who you play? Does your approach change at all in that manner?
I don't think so. I mean, this is now, win or go home. So we're just trying to win every game, and it's not about style. It's not about how we play. It's strictly to just win. And those guys in that locker room know that better than anybody in this league. They're defending champions, and they're playing like it. And so hopefully, any team coming here will have to understand that and deal with us.
And then lastly, the guys, especially at the beginning of the season, had a lot of injuries and nicks here and there, but it seems like a lot of the guys are in good spirits now. Does that kind of give you guys momentum on top of this win heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, it makes my job hard a little bit. Our staff has some tough decisions to make going forward because we have literally everybody healthy and ready. I hope Speedy and Frano come back from international duty and are ready to go. But in that locker room right now, everyone's 100% healthy.
It's nice to see Magnus back in the game and almost scored. It's actually within a couple minutes of his return. How important it is to have him playing at his best right now.
Yeah, it's so important. So, like Brian, I don't think he's probably at his best, but just getting him minutes was so important before we go into that critical phase of the playoffs. And hopefully we can get him stronger and more prepared. And if we call upon him, he's ready to do it. I was joking with him all week that I'd never seen him play live. And probably not true, because I probably did see him play live when I was just a fan a couple of years ago. But the reality is that I'd seen him in training a lot, and I was looking forward to seeing him on the field in the purple. And
he showed off that powerful leg tonight, nearly got his goal. That was good to see.
Yeah, our whole bench was pretty excited when that happened, so I think it would have erupted if it would have gone in.
When was the last time you've gone into a playoff 100% healthy as a team? That's pretty rare.
I mean, that is, to get to the end of a season, I would credit our medical staff and our staff in general. I mean, we've managed guys that were hurt, brought them back at the appropriate pace, and guys have stayed healthy through a tough stretch, really tough stretch. So full credit to our medical staff. They've done a wonderful job, and now we have the privilege of having 23 guys ready to go.
Cameron finishes the season with an even 25, new record for the league. What did you see on the penalty, and what can you say about his performance over the course of the season?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've cheesed on him all week long, right? Because his goal the other night on Tuesday night was so good. But it's so nice to have a goal scorer in form like he is right now, and for him to finish an opportunity tonight was great. Again, thought maybe he could have had another one in there, but we'll take it. We don't want to use them all up before the playoffs, so we still got a lot of work to do. Happy for Cam.
19 wins, LouCity record, 66 points, LouCity record. You've been involved in certainly quite a few of those. What's it like to be, sort of helping set the pace for the future for this club?
I knew the bar was very high when I got here. And look, I've said this before, James O'Connor did a wonderful job with this team and the club as a whole, from the fans and the energy in this building. It's a special place, so I'm just fortunate to be a part of it. But we all understand, all of us in that locker room know what the expectation is here, and it's to win. And for now, we turn our attention to the playoffs and know that that's exactly what we have to do to get to another game.
Apologies if this has been covered already, but for you, I mean,
you're late, Scott.
Yeah, a little bit. You're used to kind of beating down the opposition as of late. What's it like to grind out a 1-0 win in what is truly a nice team performance?
Yeah, it's good to grind out a 1-0 win. To be fair, you need them all, and you need to win in a variety of ways. And Indy is a really good team. I mean, they're possibly the team we're going to play here next Saturday night. And I said it earlier in the week. I think quality across the line for each team is pretty close. So I'll take a 1-0 win where we have to grind it and save, as I told Evan earlier, some goals for next Saturday.
Keeping a close eye on Pittsburgh, New York tomorrow night?
Absolutely. That will be the decider for us.
Thanks, Coach.